Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is a game where you and your neighbours do not get along. With the choice of 3 unique factions with 2 variations for each, you must build your economy and have battles for control over planets to gain their resources, in what I think is the best space strategy game of 2024. In the interest of being concise and keeping this video short, here is 5 reasons why Sins of a Solar Empire 2 might be the best space strategy game of the year, starting with the gameplay. The gameplay is very dynamic, with many ways to play. Each of the unique factions have unique mechanics to influence their playstyle. For example, the Tech Enclave, also known as the Normie Humans, have tech that allows multiple star bases and fleet garages to be built around a planet, so you can focus on a defensive turtle playstyle. And then there is the Vasari Exodus, aliens that have the option to be completely nomadic by stripping planets bare, raiding and looting your neighbours, and having all the labs and facilities and factories to build and develop your ships and your fleet while on the move. There are many ways to play the game, and factions give you more options to benefit a chosen playstyle. But the main gameplay loop mainly consists of developing an economy and building a fleet to attack your neighbour. You eliminate a player by going to their homeworld and bombing their house from orbit until it's glass. You do this until you've eliminated all other players or your own house gets a pipe bomb delivery. The amount of units in the game is also very plentiful. There are many different fleet compositions you can make. You can do swarm tactics using frigates as well as fast and nimble corvettes, or focus on building more durable ships such as cruisers and capital. My preferred fleet composition is multiple cruiser and capital carriers to host a swarm of fighters, bombers, supported by long-range missile and beam ships. The upgrades and progression in the tech tree is very fast. Each faction and faction variation has 2 unique tech trees, one focused on economy and development, and the other focused on unlocking new ships and upgrades that are diverse and necessary to stay ahead in a match. Essentially, most Sins of a Solar Empire games you play are going to be an arms race to get the best weapons to shoot your neighbours with, and bigger ships to help you and your neighbour decide who gets more property. Battles in Sins of a Solar Empire 2 can be won in many ways, but just like in the men's locker room, the biggest usually comes out on top. Another great thing about this game is the quality of life features. Every planet, starbase and capital ship you own can be upgraded with items and abilities, which normally would be a hassle to have to constantly find what you want to develop. Luckily, just like how we all have a zipper, the UI has menus to open up a list of your fleet's planets or capital ships so you can get easy access to everything whenever you want. This brings me to the next reason, which is replayability. Because of the diversity in strategy, factions and units, there's plenty of replayability. The game has many unique maps to choose from, as well as randomly generated ones to be played with your friends or AI. Sadly, my friends don't love me enough to play this game with me. But the AI for Sins of a Solar Empire is very competent, with 6 difficulties to choose, ranging from easy to impossible. I've played dozens of hours and have only beat the 3rd difficulty, hard. The 4th difficulty, unfair, always rips me a new one. Reason 3 is the graphics and details, such as the design of all the ships. All the factions' capital ships look cool, and the Titans all feel unique with their look and abilities. A detail I love is how every weapon on a ship is simulated and suited for different roles. For example, each weapon shoots an actual simulated bullet that travels and deals damage to a target. And when you look closely, you can see turreted weapons moving and firing directly at the targets they're aiming at. In many strategy games, these details are missing, but all these small details really make a difference and makes the whole game much more satisfying. Every weapon on a ship has a purpose. For example, a light autocannon or point defense turret will always be turreted to intercept missiles, strike craft, and to easily track fast-moving corvettes. And a large weapon, such as a railgun, will be more fixed to focus on shooting slow targets, such as a capital ship. My next point is the scale of the game. The game is big, with up to 10 players, all with the potential to build fleets up to hundreds of ships strong. My fifth reason for why I think Sins of a Solar Empire is the best space strategy game of the year, or at least one of the best, is it's just really fun. And that's one of the most important things that makes a game good. It's replayable, challenging with competent and adjustable AI, and the diversity in playstyle as well as the unique factions is very vast. I understand a game like this won't be for everyone, but for a new release in 2024, it's rare to buy a game and be so satisfied with what you get. If you know any other good sci-fi strategy games that you think is on par or better than Sins of a Solar Empire, please comment them below. I would love to have a look. If you want to see a more chaotic review, please watch this video here. Or if you want something more funky, this video might tickle your pickle. Please like if you enjoyed and subscribe. Okay, thanks. Bye.